Hello everyone, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're doing okay. Yeah, it's been some time. I do apologise. I'm hopefully, well, I won't say back to full health, but I'm getting there. Hope you're doing okay. Yeah, good to see you, by the way. Good to see you. And yeah, it's Wednesday, and not a stash watch as normal, but actually a live review. Yeah, so I thought, I wanted to get one done before sort of Christmas or the holidays, whatever, however you want to call it, really. So I thought it'd be nice to do a sort of special Christmas one. Now I realised that there was a poll for the next live review, and actually what won it was the Thornton's Dark selection. But I will be doing that a week on Saturday, basically. All going well, New Year's Day actually. But I thought it would be nice to do a sort of proper Christmassy one just before Christmas, and this is what we got. The Hotel Chocolat Christmas H box. Yes. Looks very nice, doesn't it? Now it's actually quite intriguing, this one. As you know, the H boxes in Hotel Chocolat generally have about 13 chocolates in them, and I think there's about 8 different kinds. But looking at the back of this one, I mean that's 14 different kinds there, I believe, isn't it? So yeah, so it looks to be quite a lot in this one actually. So we'll see. Might take some time to review it basically. Now I do have a bit of a cough still. I need to clear my throat every now and again, so I do apologise for that. I might try and for instance, I can just mute the microphone when I do it. So for instance, like that, maybe that did it. I think so. Maybe yes. Oh, no, there, Scotty. How are you doing? Let's just check the chat works. Yes, there we go. Hi, Scott. How are you doing? Good to see that. Yes, that pink chocolate bar there, by the way. Yes, 12 months a member. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good to see you again. It's been some time. Yeah, as I say, it's just it's been so weird actually not doing the lives and things, but really good to be back anyway. So fingers crossed. I can hopefully keep at it now and won't succumb to any other illness or anything like that. So it wasn't the as far as I know, it wasn't the virus, by the way, but I think it was obviously just something, a cold or whatever, but still, yeah, struck me down, basically. So, yeah, so you're doing all right, Scotty. Yeah, good to see you again. Good to see everyone. Hope everyone's doing all right. I'd say a bit of an unusual one. Bit of an unusual one, so we'll be doing it on a Wednesday, of course, but I thought it'd be nice to sort of, as I say, get something in before Christmas. And hi there, Nathan. How are you doing? Yeah, good to see you. Hope you're doing all right, Nathan. Hope you're doing all right. Yeah, good to see you. Yeah, it's been some time, but we're back. This is what we're up against. Yes. Oh, back up in Scotland. Yeah, see. Well, I hope you got there all right, Scotty. Weather's gone really bad and horrible. Yeah, so hopefully you're doing okay. Hope you have some nice time with your family as well. But yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm feeling, as I say, I just basically, I think I mentioned it in the update. I was just coughing all the time and not sleeping because I was coughing when I was trying to sleep and things. So I was just having no sleep and I was working long hours and I think last weekend I basically had about 16 hours sleep. Basically, was it 16? Yeah, basically from 12 till 6 in the evening. I just had a massive sleep on a Saturday, and I did actually feel a lot better afterwards. But it was, yeah, don't normally do that. I've never really slept that long, before. It was crazy, really. But there we go. Yeah, I was just getting a bit bad, really. Yes, not to be. Yes, I am a bit actually. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the time off. Yeah, for sure. Are you looking forward to it? Yeah, I hope you are. I hope fingers crossed. Yeah, that's even if you don't celebrate or whatever. I'm sure everyone will do the bank holiday or whatever. So it should be quite nice. Oh dear, yes, very much so, very much so. Right, well let's have a look at this then. Christmas H box. So it says 15 festive and favourite filled chocolates, truffles, caramels, pralines, and more. So we got truffles, pralines there, which are two relatively mundane things. So we'll see how it goes. But there's a nice looking selection on the back there. So it says 15 chocolates, and by the looks of it, all but one, must be one repeat, I guess, which seems a bit odd. But there we go. Let's tell you what we'll do. We'll, what do you think? Maybe I'll just open here like this. I'll just take, so basically, those chocolate ones, the top is always just a sort of replacement part, basically. So you can have any top you want, and the bottom's like that. So this is just on the, yeah. So basically this bottom bit, just has the sort of like the different cover put on it, really. Basically, is the gist of it. Yeah, been raining there. Yes, raining here now. It wasn't before, but it's now. I was sleeping this afternoon after my overnight journey. Overnight journey was it? How long did it take to get back then? That's quite a long time. Fine sleep goes a long way to helping you feel. But yeah, I think you're right there, Scotty. It definitely did help. Yeah, so as I say, I've still got a bit of a cough. Every now and again, I might just mute the microphone and just have a bit of a cough like. There we go, like that. Just yeah, but it's not as bad as I was. I was terrible. I really was terrible. Basically, yeah. Well, I'm sure it wasn't. Maybe it was a case of man flu. I don't know, but either way, I didn't like it. So we go. So we've got a nice looking. Look at this. Actually, it looks very nice, doesn't it? It's a nice looking selection. This. I think we could not say that the H box. Well, there you go. Look, that's why I've got 15 because there's 2 of these. The H boxes for me generally are a bit disappointing. Actually, they don't generally look too great. Of a sort of like they do have non-repeats, some that repeat and some don't. But I think this one actually looks very nice for for a Christmas product. I've actually, if you've been watching my advent calendar openings, you'll recognise this one, for instance, and possibly that one there as well. But that's about it, actually. Yeah. Not bad. I think it's quite a good set here. I think it's quite a good selection, actually. So let's see. So there is a card. I think it's inside the thingamabob. So what I might do... let's see. Well, it's going to be a long one, this one, I think, basically, because we've got 15 different chocolates here. We normally do 8 with the Hotel Chocolat ones. So, you know, yeah. So it's going to be a difficult one. So I'll just move the camera down so you can watch me open it. But I might just zoom back up again just to get the card, perhaps. Okay, yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, so I think people probably aren't used to me doing a live on Wednesday, but never mind, it's one of those. Got to get it. I wanted to get one done, as I say, before holidays, and also the fact that this one's a Christmas one. I wanted to review it before Christmas. I think reviewing it after Christmas might be a bit disappointing. Okay, so I'll give this an open then, if I can, which I can't at the moment. Yeah, so yeah, let's say it's been a bit strange. I had a bit of a break from the channel, of course, doing all the lives and things, and I must say, you know, it does. Even though it's not, you know, it all adds up basically. So it was. I think I did need the break generally anyway. It was nice just to have a bit of a rest. You know, but you do lose a bit of that momentum. You know, I've still not quite got back yet. I'm still doing most videos most days, but I need to get back into getting ahead of myself and things like this. Okay, here we go. Right. Okay. So look, I do think this looks very nice actually. I quite like the selection here. I think the different range of chocolates and the different, you know, types you've got here actually look really good and a lot better than the regular H boxes, I must say. And I like sort of the Christmas tree one. I like the sort of little Rudolphy type one, the star one as well, and the penguin. There's so many different kinds and also nice and bright. And this macaroon type one looks really good. I know, it just really stands out actually. I thought it was going to be a bit of a mundane selection, but it actually I'm quite happy with this. I'm quite happy with it. Yeah. All right, let's get the card out then. So I don't know what to do. I might. Here we go. So we got a menu. It says menu. Yeah, it's quite a bit of a detailed menu. I don't know if I don't think there's much point me screenshotting that. I don't think I will because I think it's just too much space to take up for the thing. Maybe. Yeah, there's no real concise look to it really. In fact, there's there actually, isn't there? There's that. Maybe I'll do a screenshot of that. What do you think? That might be a bit more screenshotable, mightn't it? Might just try it. Just won't be a second. I'll be manoeuvring my hands to try and do this. Let's see. Just so we've got a little thingamabob of that there. I'll just try and get it if I can. Let's see. Okay, right. So what I've done is I've just done a screenshot there. So we'll just see if we can grab it and then I'll save it and we can reference it. That might be quite good. Yeah, it won't be perfect, but it'll be good enough. Let's have a see. So, right. Let's have a look. Won't be one moment. Right, there we go. Let's try this. Yes. Okay, so we do the old. There we are. So it looks a bit small there, but we'll make it a bit bigger. There we go. How about that? Look at that. There we go. Yes, perfect. There we are. Right, so that's good. So that's good. So basically, we got yeah, it's got the menu now as well. Got more detail, of course. Oh, hi Alan. How you doing? Oh, that's a lovely, colourful message there. Oh, yes. Happy chocolatey Christmas, everyone. Oh, it's very nice of you to say, Alan. And very nice. Yeah, good to see you. I did mean to have my Christmas Santa hat on today, and I couldn't find it anywhere. I don't know where it's gone. Yeah, I should have looked at it. You know, I should have looked for it sooner, really, basically. But long story short is I couldn't find it. Oh, but good to see you, Alan. Yes, bringing up the festive cheer there. Really good to see you. I hope you're having a lovely time. I hope you have a great Christmas, everyone, by the way, before I forget. I'm sure I'll say it again. But, yeah. And great to see you back, Alan. Hope the pub's going okay. I know things have gone a bit pear-shaped again, but fingers crossed. Oh, good to see you. A nice avatar as always. Oh, yes. So, well, difficult to know where to start with this one. So probably in the top left, maybe the good way to do it. So what I really like about this one, other than white chocolate, we have quite a good representation. Well, maybe the white chocolate with this meringue one, whatever it is, Christmas mess. I might just tone the camera down slightly. Yeah, maybe. Let's have a look. There we go, like that. Yeah. Yes, we haven't got much for white chocolate, but we do have a good dark chocolate, representation. I mean, you'd say this one here, this one, and maybe this one, but yeah, milk chocolate could probably do a bit more of them. As I say, we do have that Christmas mess one. Yeah, if you can see that. Yes, it's one of those. Yes, hope you feel better. Yeah, I'm not too bad, Alan. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I've just got a bit of a cough still, slightly, but I'm a lot better than I was. I actually sound reasonable. Yeah, so which is always a good start. Yeah, but I just need to cough every now and again. There we go. Oh, Nathan, oh, thank you so much. That's very nice of you to say, Nathan. Thank you so much. Glad you enjoyed the channel. Good to see you here as well. And oh, very nice of you to say. Yes, and Scotty's saying Christmas Day close now. Yes, it's very close. Can't believe it. 2 days, everyone. 2 days. No idea. I'm looking forward to the time off, I tell you. Right, so I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do the Jolly Penguin first, shall we? Why not? So let's see what the Jolly Penguin's about. Has some shenanigans here. Jolly Penguin. Soft-scented caramel. Oh, I thought it would just be wrapped in a mellow milk. I thought it would just be just a milk chocolate, basically. Let's have a look at it then. The Jolly Penguin. How jolly is the Jolly Penguin? Well, it looks very nice, actually, doesn't it? I think it does look nice. Nice little hat on it as well. Quite thick. But that was pretty good, that, doesn't it? Pretty good. I've had a lot of problems with Hotel Chocolat where you've got these white patches on them, really. But my advent calendar's been quite susceptible to that. So, yeah. All right, let's give this a quick measure then. It's obviously not going to be too accurate because, you know, it's a bit of a knobbly one. But let's have a look. Yeah, it's nice to see you all before Christmas, by the way. I was hoping to get something in, and yeah, 4.3 centimetres in height, width at the arms, or wings. See, about 2.6 roughly. Well, it's a bit not measuring very well. 2.68. Okay. Yeah, don't know what else to do. Width for the bobble hat, maybe. About 1.9. Okay, and at the feet as well, why not? At 1.64. Here's all about. So every now and again, as I say, I might just mute the camera just to cough. There we go. I'm sure you don't want to hear me coughing all the time. I'm not too bad actually, but just sometimes I need to do it still. You know, my voice is a bit better than it was. I'll say, I don't know if you remember Stash Watch before, a couple of weeks back. It was just such a nightmare. I don't know what to do here. I don't know whether to cut this one or whether to nibble it and show you that. I think I might cut it actually. So it's going to be a shame. I'm going to cut the penguin. Apologies to any penguin lovers out there. You know, there's nothing that can be done about it, unfortunately. Penguin sacrifice for Christmas. That's all I can say, really. All right, well, let's give it a go. Chop the penguin. Okay, well, there you go. Not it's a runny caramel, but not too runny. It didn't really, you know, you can see if I lent it out a bit, it would run. Yeah, it looks a good caramel, that. Let's just give it a bit of a jab with the knife. Yeah, okay, there we go, yes. That's a good job. Real penguins aren't filled with caramel. I think there'd be none of them left, but, but there we go, yeah, there we are. Right, so I think, okay, well, I'll tell you what, I think we should give this a taste. So I'll lift myself up and give it a go. I think this one looks pretty mundane, but nonetheless, that doesn't mean it's not going to be nice. But obviously, you know, it's just a chocolate with caramel in it. But I guess, well, you could say that about a lot of them. But obviously, the Hotel Chocolat ones generally are quite exuberant, extravagant. Any other words like that, I guess? Yeah. Yeah, all right, so let's give it a go, give it a nibble. So we'll taste, yeah, we'll taste the top part, shall we? Yeah, so as I say, I think this would run if you held it down for long enough. Let's give it a go then. We didn't do the calories, did we, by the way, which I should have done, but I forgot. We might do those in a second. Let's give it a nibble. It's a typical Hotel Chocolat caramel. It's quite a sort of butterscotchy one, but it's not too bad actually. I feel like I've grown to like the Hotel Chocolat caramel a bit more, because it's I don't know, it's a bit of a sort of, I might have been a bit wrong actually with it being a bit butterscotchy. It is quite buttery, not butterscotchy, but it's not bad. I quite like it. I think it's and the chocolate's not bad though. The milk chocolate tastes pretty good. I mean, generally it's not a bad one actually. That I think the caramel's a bit of a sort of richer perhaps sort of caramel compared to the golden barrel from something like Cadbury's Roses or whatnot. Not about that. Now we do have first chocolate syndrome. Don't forget. We those of you don't know what first chocolate syndrome is. Generally, the first chocolate's always the nicest because, well, not always the nicest, but you obviously not had one yet, and you're desperate for chocolate. You know, so it's obviously yeah, it does have a bit of an advantage. And of course, last chocolate syndrome, it's the opposite way. You're sick of them by that point. So we do have to bear that in mind. It's the first one we've had. But nonetheless, I'm quite happy with it. I think it tastes pretty good. It is just a sort of caramel, of course. You know, it's not going to blow your socks off. I think the presentation looked quite nice, and the caramel wasn't too bad either. It was a nice caramel. Yeah, nothing. Quite a standard affair. The chocolate was a reasonable milk chocolate as well. It didn't taste too creamy or anything. It worked well, the caramel. Overall, that's not too bad. I think it's yeah, I think a 4 out of 5, that one. I think a 4 out of 5. Yes. Oh, Nathan, you just got a Cadbury Dairy Milk tin. Ooh, Cadbury Lints are my favourite. What about you? Yeah, see. So Dairy Milk tin Cadbury. Yes, Lints are your favourite. Do you mean Cadbury Lints? Lints are your favourite, I presume you mean. Yes. Yeah, I think. Oh, let's see. For me, I've always got a soft spot for Cadbury's Roses, basically, Nathan. You know, just when I grew up, I had them. Always were just like something I really liked growing up, really. So it's just. But I do generally like Terry's Chocolate Orange Sensations as well, I think. Yeah. So. Right. Yeah, I think Sensations is just because they're just so nice and Moorish. None of them are weak either, I found, even though they are quite similar. But yeah. Yes. Okay. I'll tell you what, we'll just have a look at the calories before I forget about those, because I should do them straight away, but I got carried away doing some other things. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see if there's any other information in there as well. Let's have a see. Okay, right, so we've got loads of stuff in here. We won't go over all of this, of course, but we're just looking for key things like palm oil or something like that. I don't think, well, there you go. You got dark chocolate contains milk, contains minimum first 70% cocoa. Cocoa solids, minimum 26% milk solids. White chocolate contains minimum 36% cocoa butter. Minimum 27% milk solids. Anything else of interest there? Milk chocolate contains minimum 40% cocoa solids, minimum 20% milk solids. There we go. I can't see any palm oil on there, by the way, just off a brief look, but I can't see any. And I must admit, I wouldn't have expected it to be in Hotel Chocolat products, but it could be, but I can't see any. You got like butter oil up there and stuff like this, so might be alright there. But as I say, let me know if you can see it, but I can't. Yeah, okay. Alright, so let's have a look going down here. So we've got the calories here. So typical per 100 grams. Wow, 546 calories, 36.8 grams of fat, 22 which are saturates. Per portion, 22.9 grams approx. 129 calories, 125 calories, 8.4 grams of fat, 5 of which are saturates. 4 baby truffles and 2 other chocolates. That's a portion basically. Pack contains 7 servings. Okay, so is a serving a portion? I assume it's meant to be, but it's a bit stupid that. So why does it say servings and then portions? Don't know. Not sure though, really, because it says 4 baby truffles and 2 other chocolates. That's 6 chocolates, you'd say. Not sure. With that best before, it looks like a photo as well. But there we go. Anyway, odd stuff there. Anyway, so yeah, the calorie information is not that clear on that one. A bit disappointing. You know, I assume the baby truffles are sort of these ones here, maybe, which is a bit of a con really, to sort of, because all the others are bigger than that. So why, there's only one that's that size. Yeah, a bit of an odd one, that one. Yeah. Anyway, there we go. 4 baby truffles and 2 other chocolates. So. Yeah, not too sure on that one. Anyway, all right, so let's have a see what have we got next. Let's have a look. Go back of the box. Well, Christmas mess, how about that? Let's do that next, shall we? Looks a very nice one. Let's find the card with the more in-depth information. Let's try and just wipe the plate, but then some chocolates appear from nowhere. I don't know what's happened there. Okay, so Eat a Mess, but with a Christmas vibe, I assume this is. Our Eat a Mess given a festive makeover. Subtle cinnamon with cranberry white. Okay. So they basically just made it taste a bit speculoosy, Leibkucheny is the gist of it. So, all right, well let's have a look. We've got it here. Hexagon. Yeah, hexagon shape. Nice sort of meringue top. I quite like the sort of natural looking raspberry. I think it's raspberry Eat a Mess, isn't it? Sort of colouring there. You can see this is probably the only white chocolate representation in this this pack, really. Anyway, there don't seem to be any other white chocolates. Okay, let's zoom down. Let's have a look. Let's see. As I say, this is probably the only white chocolate one, so it's a bit of a shame that. I think there should be really at least 2 in there. I mean, you'd say more really, but I think 2 should be a minimum. But let's just check the old coloration. Yeah, I think we're let's just decolour it a bit. It might go a bit dark, but we'll bear with it. We'll see what happens. It might be okay. And hi there, Joe. How are you doing? Yeah, good to see you, Joe. Great to see you. Glad you could make it. I know it's a difficult time, so great to see you. Yeah, greetings everyone. Hope you're having a great week. Oh, not too bad. I'm a lot better than I was last week. Let's put it that way, Joe. Let's put it that way. You can still hear that my voice is a bit worse for wear. But the thing is, I was thinking about it. I thought, well, I could be ill for ill in quotes. I could be sort of not the best for for quite some time really. So you've got to get back into it. Oh, yes, happy Yule. Yes, happy Christmas. Yeah, no, very just a couple of more days to go, but nice. As I say, just nice time of the year really. Yes, we can manage to avoid getting colds and stuff like that. But hope you doing okay, Joe? Great to see you though. Great to see you back. It's been some time now. It's felt like a long time since did the last live. Ugh. So good to be back again. I thought it wasn't much point doing a stash watch because I've not been able to review the things I did in the past 2 stash watches. So so it's one of those. But hopefully I'm going to blitz through them all soon. About it's about 3.1 centimeters there in diameter, or well, not diameter, but in width. At the bottom, lose a few millimeters, 2.7. And height, about 1.86. And we got some knobbly bits on top, so yeah. So if you include those, a bit more. Oh, thanks so much, Jeff. Thanks so much. Yeah, yes, it was just a cough really, but it wasn't anything. There's lots of worse things in the world, but it really did. I wasn't sleeping. I did feel down, so it's good to be back. I have to say, it's good to be back. Yeah, it definitely is. Let's say there is worse things in the world, but yeah. I wasn't doing great. It really affects the channel as well, actually, because I need to be able to, review things and stuff, and obviously talk. So the channel is a bit susceptible to that kind of thing, which is a shame. But okay, look at that! Wow, this looks very nice, doesn't it? It's lovely, lovely set of colours there. I think you can see there's a topper as well as the middle bits as well. So it's got a nice, nice look to it. Looks quite nice. I don't know if cinnamon's going to work in this really. I feel like it should just have mainly a raspberry taste, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Obviously white chocolate. It's quite a thick white chocolate as well. Not too bad. So let's lift myself up and give this a taste. And little meringue pieces on top, of course. Yes, there we go. Yes, hopefully I've got a few live schedules, by the way. I've got one scheduled for next Wednesday as well, and the Saturday, and then the week after that on the Friday, there'll be a games night as well. So we've got quite a lot of lives coming up. Hopefully get back in business quite quickly, and then probably stash watches will go to normal after that, I think. Well, on the games night week. So we'll see. Yeah, indeed, it's been a while, and we're starting to melt down here. Is it really hot where you are then? Because it's getting it's not cold here, but obviously in the northern hemisphere this time of year, it's not the sunny time of year, that's for sure. Okay, let's give this one a taste then. I think it looks very nice. What was the actual description then? It didn't. Yeah, just our eater mess given a festive makeover. Subtle cinnamon with cranberry white. Cranberry white then. Okay, so there's cranberry in there as well. All right, don't know what the cranberry white means, but right, let's give it a go. Let's give it a taste. You definitely get that cinnamon taste. Interesting. I think it doesn't really need that cinnamon, to be honest with you. The main flavour is kind of meant to be sort of raspberry and things like this. And I don't think cinnamon really goes well with raspberry at all. It just hijacks the flavour really. You're meant to have it, let's say a raspberry taste. I don't think cinnamon, maybe with apples and things, but it seemed to work well with raspberry. It might have been cranberry there as well, but I couldn't taste any cranberry. Not sure about this one. It's not bad, but I don't think it's a good combination at all. The name, hi everyone. Hi there, name. How you doing? Is it? Could be you that's had no name in the past before. I'm not sure, but if it is, hello. And if it's not, well, hello as well. Good to see you though. Good to see you. We're doing all right. Yeah. So this one, bit of a funny one. I think it's really not suited to having cinnamon flavour. I mean, it's nice that they've tried to make it Christmassy, but just really sort of, bit of a disappointing one, really, this one, to be honest with you. Yeah, a bit of a disappointing one. I think for me, it's sort of like, it's just not a combination that works very well, to be honest with you. It just doesn't work very well. It still tastes quite nice, but I don't know, for me, let's see. I don't know, what can I say? I think it's all right. I just don't think it's a combination that works well because you can't really taste. I couldn't really taste any cranberry. I couldn't really taste any raspberry. I couldn't really taste any anything other than really cinnamon, I guess. And the white chocolate was there, but again, it was kind of, I don't know. All the flavors sort of like are overshadowed with this sort of cinnamon flavor. So it's not bad or anything, but it's just not the best one. So yeah, 3 out of 5 really. 3 out of 5 for that one. Yeah. So one of those. Oh, it's very bad to hear, name. Yeah, very sad to hear that. Hope you're doing all right. Oh, yeah, hope you're doing okay. Well, difficult time, that sort of thing, I must say. But, you know, just got to go through with it. I'm sure you had many happy times together. So, but very sad to hear that. Hope you're doing all right. Not the best time of year for things like that either. Yeah, to say the least. But, yeah. Oh. Yes. Well, look promising to you, Joe, you said as well. Yes, yeah, it did look promising, really. I think it was just the fact that, I think it was one that looked really good. You know, it looked very nice on it, really. But it just obviously, you know, it's just had too much, cinnamon is just too powerful, and, you know, it just took over the flavours, really. So it was still nice, though. But it clearly wasn't a good flavour combination, really. You just had cinnamon, you know, so there we go. Yeah. Oh, no problem at all, name. Yes, just one of those, isn't it? I think you've just got to get through it, unfortunately. But as you say, I had the happy times, and that's what matters the most. You know, these things are, you know, there's never a good time for it. But as you say, at least you can think of those happy times. Yeah. Oh, I've not been clicking on the thing, have I? But yes, yeah. So yeah, it looked promising to you. Yeah, I know it's one of those, Joe. Yeah, I think it should have been a good one, that one. But as I say, just not really suited to the flavours. I think it needed to be with. It could have been just like a flavoured caramel or something like that. I think something a bit more suitable to it. You know, suited to it. Yeah. Let's have a look. So box back. Yeah, here we go. So Caramel Supernova as well got next. So that sounds an interesting one, doesn't it? Caramel Supernova. Let's have a see. Right, what's the description on that one there? So it looks very nice, this one. You can see it there. Perhaps meant to look a bit like the Star of David, maybe. 'Tis the season for sophistication. We've lifted our caramel with a pinch of Guarande sea salt. Okay. Guarande? It's just salt, basically. So salted caramel is the gist of it. Salted caramel, basically, but made sounded a bit more fancy. So what I've noticed, actually, is the one on the image has a red blob in the centre. You know, whereas the one I've got has a white blob, so it doesn't really matter, of course, but you know, it should be the same, really. You see there, it looks a bit more dark chocolatey as well, so it's the same one. In fact, hang on. Okay, hang on a second. Yeah, there's two. There we go. Yes, there we are. So we have two, actually, so good job I realised then. Yeah, so there's actually a dark chocolate one. That's why they have got the different colours, so it's lucky, yeah. You want honey and cashew supernova. Yes, okay, so we'll do this one first. Yeah, it looks quite nice. Let's zoom back down a bit as well. Yeah. Okay. Right. So it looks a bit smaller now, actually, here, doesn't it? But there we go. If you can see there's the one there. The milk chocolate one, of course, this one. Yeah. Oh, well, fingers crossed you're okay then, name, anyway. Just have to look after yourself. Yeah, it's a sad time, of course. I mean, some people, you know, your pets are very special things, really. So, special animals, and do bring lots of happiness to lots of people. So, yeah, just, as you say, you just got to get through it and think of the nice times. Oh, cool name, Supernova. Yes, it's an interesting one. Definitely is a bit of a showcase one. Reminds me of the band Oasis. Yeah, Champagne Supernova. I know what you mean. Oh, honestly. Okay, right. So let's give it a bit of a measure. All right. It's a bit of a hard one to measure, this one, I think you would say. So we'll do the top to top. Right. Let's have a look. Okay. About 4.5, and the width from the widest point to widest point about 3.7, and the height, well, we'll try to do it sort of on the centralist part as we can, but it's not, you know, 1.5. You can see it's kind of like domed as well. You can kind of see there. Right, so this is basically salted caramel with a fancy name. So let's bit of a cut. Okay. There we go. So we've got another, just Let's have a look. I'll just turn the brightness down slightly. Right, okay, there we go. Yeah, so it seems to be more of a solid caramel, this one, but let's just give it a bit of a jab again. Yes, it's quite soft actually. So I imagine it's quite similar to the caramel in the Penguin. Yeah, all right. You can see quite thick milk chocolate around the edge. Oh. So we can remember, yes, over a year now, time flies. Oh, thank you for the super like, Scotty. Yes, I can't believe it. Yeah, 13 months you've been a member for. Thank you so much, Scotty. Well, that support, really massively appreciated. Yeah, 13 months, I can't believe it either. I really can't believe that. Yeah, very bizarre there. Let's see, new member. It says new member, but it's just it's just using a new member box basically. But it's got to be a member for 13 months. Yeah, crikey. Oh, thanks for all that support, Scotty. Massively appreciated, really. But I can't believe it's been 13 months even. Where's the time gone, everyone? Since it started doing these lives and things. It's just absolutely crackers, really. Yeah, absolutely crazy. Okay, let's give this one a taste. Let's see what it's like. So I'd say salted caramel. I expect it to be quite similar to the Penguin one, really. Obviously, it's got a little nubbin on top, but I don't think that's going to add much difference. Let's give it a taste. It's it's okay. I mean the salted caramel's not. I think basically, long story short, is I think the Penguin one was nicer. I think the salted caramel's not quite as nice as the non-salted caramel. I think it's not a great. It's not that great a sort of caramel, really. I don't know. It's just that salted taste to it doesn't quite work as well. I quite like salted caramel generally, but this one's a bit. I don't know. It doesn't really taste too great, really. I can't quite describe how it, what's wrong with the flavour of it, but it's just not that. It's not a great salted caramel for some reason. It just doesn't really taste sort of like, overly. It doesn't taste sort of very salty specifically. It just has a bit of a sort of. Yeah, I don't know. Like let's just have another try of it. The other half. Let's just see. The other bit. Yeah. Yeah. Don't know. Just not really salty. I just can't quite describe what that tastes like. I guess it's like slightly salty in a way, but it's not really that much of a decent flavour, really. I'm not sure how to describe that. I wouldn't really say it was a salty caramel specifically. Obviously it is, to contradict myself slightly there, but it's just something not quite right about it. It's not a very salted caramel taste. It just tastes a bit a bit like an off taste more than anything else, I would have said. Yeah, I don't know. It didn't really work for me, that one, I don't think. I think I preferred it without the salted caramel. It's not bad or anything, but make it sound worse than it is, I guess. But it's not. It just wasn't quite right, that one. Yeah, not the salted caramel taste you'd like, I think. I think it's definitely sort of standard chocolates to have a better salted caramel taste than that. I think that's a 2.5 out of 5 for me, that one. It was alright, but just a bit, it wasn't really the flavour it should have been, basically. There's nicer salted caramels than that one. It just didn't really taste. It tasted like a salted caramel, but it didn't really taste like one, if you know what I mean. It wasn't that strong. Yeah, a bit disappointing. Oh, thank you so much, Naomi. Yeah, videos are such a joy. Make the time fly all the faster. Oh, thank you so much. Lovely thing of you to say. So thank you so much. Really glad you enjoy them. It's great to hear comments like that as well, and good to hear from you all. And as I say, good to hear that you're all doing okay as well. Yes, there we go. Yes. Oh. They're selling cream eggs in shops now for Easter. You're right when you told me in the comments. Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? I know we've sort of. Yeah, we mentioned it before, really. Last year, I think they came around Christmas time as well. It's just crazy, really, isn't it? But yeah, you're right. Can't believe it how they come out again so quickly. I know there's another guy watching the channel, Rick, who'll be very happy about this. Yeah, he gets basically about. I think he bought about 30 at once or something like that. So, but yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? I can't believe it. You wouldn't have thought they'd do that, but yeah, they do. There we go. Yeah. But yeah, all this talk of pets and yeah, I mean, I think back in the day. I've had a few pets myself, and it's always sad when they pass away, really. So it is one of those. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, difficult, really. But yeah, glad you and Scotty doing okay anyway. Well, yes. Right. I think let's see what's the next one now. We've done treacle tart. Let's see. Yes. Let's see. Treacle tart. Yes, I mentioned it before. So let's have a look. What's the description on that one there? A childhood favourite, sticky toffee and a squeeze of lemon served in milk, topped with cornflakes for that classic pastry texture. An interesting one. Sticky toffee, squeeze of lemon served in milk, topped with cornflakes. That sounds, that's not what I would have called a treacle tart generally, maybe anyway, I'm not sure. One of those. Yeah, okay, let's have a look at it then, let's have a see. So it looks very sort of like the most rough ones actually, doesn't it? See that big M there? Not sure what that's actually the M's about at all, really. There we go. The Hotel Chocolat on the bottom there. Yeah, definitely an interesting one, this one. Treacle tart. Yeah, I'll just move myself down a bit. We'll give this one a closer look. Yes. There we go. Move the thing a bit more, get a bit more central. Well, it's been quite a nice selection so far, I think you'd say. But definitely varied. I feel like there's been a good variety in this one. I don't know, even though so far I've only done 4 of them, of course, but you know, it's felt that way. Yeah. Oh yes, treacle old school. Yeah, it's a bit of an old. Yeah, I know what you mean, Scott. It's a bit like that, isn't it? Oh dear. Yeah, one of those. All right, let's have a see then. So it's about 2 centimeters in height. Do a couple of diameters. Do a diameter at the bottom. 2.5. Diameter at the top. Now, there is some frills here, so it's got to. You might be going between them. About 3.3 there. Yeah, probably gone in between the frills, I think. But, yeah, I'm going to try again 3.3 as well. Do we do the height? 2 centimeters. We did. All right, let's give this a bit of a chop then. So it looks very interesting from the description of this one, I must say. There you go, you can see there. So it's another one with caramel in though. It just seems to, all of them seem to have caramel so far. Sticky toffee, I guess, but it does look a bit caramel-like. With a squeeze of lemon, served in milk, topped with a cornflakes, if that's classic pastry texture. So you can see all the sort of cornflake pieces, perhaps. Let's have a look. Yeah. Going to sort of zoom out a bit. So I think there's cornflakes of those pieces inside here. I don't think the bits have collapsed down. Maybe. Caramel's a bit thicker than normal. And I guess this top bit is the kind of milk representation, perhaps. Interesting. All right. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look then. I'll lift myself up and, yeah, give this one a taste. All right, let's have a see. Okay. All right, well, I'm very intrigued about this one. I'm not sure what to make of it. It sounds interesting anyway, if nothing else. But let's have a see. Give it a taste. Wow. Wow. That's a weird taste for sure. I like a bit of a crunch in there, which I assume is the cereal part, but it doesn't taste very cereal. It tastes very. Has a bit of a milky taste, but a bit of an off-milk taste, to be honest with you. Not sure about this one. This one might be a bit more of an acquired taste. I think it's a bit of an odd tasting one. This one for me. Oh, hi, Divinus. How you doing? Yes. Oh, yeah. You graduated from med school. Oh, well done. Well, that's really well. Congratulations. That's brilliant stuff. Yeah, that's brilliant stuff. Oh, it has been a long time. Yes. Well, you've been busy. Oh, it's really good. So I guess well, it's quite a door to have opened for you there. Well, congratulations, Divinus. It's really good to hear. Yeah, all the best to you as well going forward. It's really good. Good Christmas present there. Oh, yes, yeah, really nice that. Well done, and good to see you again, by the way. But well done on that. That sounds pretty impressive, I have to say. Yeah, very well done. What you will be doing next then? Have you got anything planned, or is it just take it easy now? Yeah. Well, I don't know if you can really travel the world at the moment, but hopefully you can do something you want to do anyway to celebrate. But yeah, this treacle one for me, it's it's just a bit of a weird taste. This one, to be honest with you, the toffee didn't really, there was some kind of stuff there, but I just got like an off milk taste really. It might have just been a combination of things like the lemon and stuff, but served in milk, and I got some crunchy bits from the cornflakes. But I don't know. It's a bit of a weird tasting one for me. This one. I don't know. It might, I'll say, it might be an acquired taste, but it certainly didn't taste like what anything I would describe as like a treacle tart or a. Well, it says treacle tart, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't know. For me, this one wasn't that great. It just tasted like a bit like eating off milk, you know, and I don't think that's really what I'm after for with chocolates or whatever. So, yeah, I think for me it's 1.5 out of 5, that one. I don't think I can make that one sound any better because I don't think it particularly was. It wasn't horrible. Horrible ones are usually at 1 star, really, but it just wasn't actively pleasant, you know. So, yeah, bit of an unusual one for me, that one. Yeah. My mum used to always be able to wipe plates really well. She could just like wipe a plate and it would pick up all the crumbs, you know, for somehow. And I can't do it. I've never been able to work out how to do that. You know, just by wiping across. She just must have had some kind of technique. You know, I don't know how she managed it. But yeah, so yeah, disappointing that one. Disappoint me. Yes, and Towski, Merry Christmas. Oh, good to see you. Yes, and Merry Christmas to you too. That's really nice of you to say. Yeah, festive wishes, everyone. Oh, really good to see you all. Yes, hope you're doing okay. Got any plans for Christmas? Oh, thank you so much. Interested in seeing the new Spider-Man movie. House of Gucci in cinemas. Yeah, well, the House of Gucci. Yes, I've not seen either of them basically. Yeah, I think I know the Spider-Man one's meant to be pretty good. House of Gucci. I think I've seen that's the one with I can't think who's in it now. I've seen like a review of it or a trailer or both. It was an interesting one, that's for sure. Who was in it? I can't remember what it was. Yeah, it looks a different one. I think anyway, that's for sure. Interesting. Yeah. Well, good way to celebrate anyway. Let's just do something nice and relax, I think. But yeah. Oh well, congratulations again. All right. Well, treacle tart was a bit disappointing. I think we might have missed one out. Have we missed one out? I think we missed the. Oh no, I'm looking at this actually. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's have a look then. So we've got now the Clementine ones. We get 2 of these. Oddly enough, must just be one of the sort of smaller ones. So I assume this is like an orange chocolate. Citrusy Clementine meets buttery caramel. So we've got caramel again in 40% milk. All right. Caramel again though. Yeah, so you know there is a lot of caramels going on in here, isn't there? It has to be said. I mean, not all the same, but nonetheless, it is still caramel. Yeah, so what's that there? Something. That's the box. Okay. Right. So here we go. So these ones are a bit smaller, but you do get 2 of them. So this is what they look like here. Might just tone down the light. Yeah, what's everyone doing for Christmas then? Anyone doing anything nice? It's with family and things. It's going to be a difficult time sometimes Christmas, but you know, one of those isn't it, unfortunately. But yeah, hopefully you'll have a nice time. We've got some good plans. Okay. Right, so we'll give these a bit of a measure then, but I'll just show you first. See there, it's got quite a nice orangey look to it. It's quite a dark orange like that. That's pretty much what it looks like there. Got a stand as well at the bottom. So they are noticeably small. It's a different type of chocolate really, this one. It's, you know, it's clearly a different sort of range of chocolates, I guess. At 1.9 centimeters in height. The diameter. About 2 centimeters. Not too bad. Okay, let's give it a bit of a chop then. So I did say caramel again, didn't it? So yeah, so we do have another caramel. It's quite a runny one. Ooh, cracky. It's very runny actually. Goodness me, it's just literally just pouring out. Yeah, cracky. So very runny caramel in this one. Yeah. Might have a slight orange smell to it, but not massively so. You see the orange top of it's just not very thick either. Like that's orange chocolate colouring, whatever it is. Looks reasonable though. Looks reasonable. Right, let's lift myself up and give this one a taste. Let's have a see. Yeah, we're home this Christmas. Yeah, very quiet Christmas. Well, sometimes it's just nice to have a relax, isn't it, Scotty? I think. Yeah, I'm sure you appreciate it. Really, being back, you know, up north with your family. I'm sure it'll be nice to get back and just relax a bit. You know, I'm very much looking forward to the break. It's been a bit of a hectic month, really. So, yeah, I was, you know, very much ready for holiday anyway. So yes, hopefully I can catch up on the channel a bit more as well. So we'll still be working to an extent because I'll be doing the channel. But there we go. But I guess it's you know, also a hobby, I guess. Okay, let's give this one a taste then. Let's go. Well, there's definitely a freshness to the caramel taste in this one. It's basically just flavoured caramel. It doesn't taste like chocolate orange as you'd normally expect it to taste because it's obviously the caramel's flavoured. Just like a very sort of sweet, fresh caramel. Now, clearly the fact that you're mixing orange with caramel, you've got the caramel flavour as well. It doesn't taste just of, oranges. And it does taste a bit different as well. It's not a typical orange taste, as I say. Interesting one, that one. I don't think for me it tastes any better than it probably would have done just without a flavour. But nonetheless, it's interesting. I think I might have preferred it to be orange flavoured chocolate rather than orange flavoured caramel. But it does provide a very distinct flavour that isn't really typical because of that. But I don't think it's nicer. It's different, but it's not as nice, I don't think, as having just a chocolate orange, really. So it's novel, basically, but, it's not really... Yeah, it's not really... I think it just would have been better just to be regular chocolate orange, really. So I think for me, it's probably... it's still nice, though. It's still fresh, and it's quite good to get 2 of these ones. But clearly they're sort of... Yeah, part of a different range than the rest of the chocolates, I guess. But it's nice to have something a bit different. For me, it's a 3 out of 5, that one. It's just okay. I think I just would have preferred a straightforward chocolate orange with caramel in it. And I think that would have been quite interesting. But have that sort of weird orange taste, or Clementine taste, whatever, mixed with the caramel. I don't know. It provides a unique flavour, but for me, I don't know, it wasn't as good as it could have otherwise been if it was just orange flavoured chocolate. Yes. Yeah, gonna stay at home, taking it easy. Can't stand noisy places anymore. Well, I know what you mean. Yeah, you have to put up with lots of pain and frustration with working these days, really. So it's nice to have a bit of a break and get away from it all. Yeah. I know what you mean. Sometimes noisy places there are with the family, isn't it? That's the only problem. But oh well, either way, at least you can sort of get away from it then, if that's the case. Just have a bit of a break in a different room. Yeah. Oh, it sure be nice though, Jam. Sure be good. It sure be good. Yeah, it's pretty much me. I'm just with family and things like that, so it's one of those for me as well, really. But I'm quite looking forward to it, to be honest with you, I must say. Right, so we've got the Ultimate Milk this time, which is a bit of a strange sounding one, so I'll just put the description there, maybe. Ultimate Milk, if it focuses. An award-winning, mellow, creamy caramel milk, so caramel again, in 40% milk pastry case. So it's another caramel one, which is a bit... yeah, I don't know. Yeah, a bit disappointing again, because they're all caramels really so far. Most of them have been anyway. Bit of a cough there. So that's a bit of I don't know. We're definitely getting a lot of caramels in this. Obviously, some of them they're all different in a way, but nonetheless, they are still caramel. Oddly, it's called Ultimate Milk as well. I don't know. If you asked me to tell you what that was, I probably would have said maybe a coffee one or I guess a caramel one, but I wouldn't have really said Ultimate Milk, you know what I mean? Yes, I don't know. I guess it possibly means milk chocolate. But I don't know. It doesn't really. Yeah, I'm just thinking of milk now, especially when that last one had milk in the maple syrup one, whatever it was. So yeah, okay, let's give it a go. Yeah, I just can't believe that, almost 6-7 years. Is it going to be 7 years? I've been doing a channel soon, just in March, I think, as well. That's unbelievable. This goes by so quickly, really. So quickly. But yeah, got 1,700 subscribers now, so fingers crossed it keeps going and we'll get to 2,000 by June, I reckon, if it goes at the same rate. So we'll see how it goes, really. Okay, let's give this a height measurement. 2 centimeters. The circumference or the diameter at the bottom, 2.5. Probably very similar to the one we did before. About 3.2 at the top. I think we did a height already, didn't we? But we'll do it again just in case. Yeah, about 2. Alright, well, a caramel one again. Yeah, award-winning, mellow, creamy caramel. Okay. Well, we'll see about that. Well, we won't see about that because I guess it has won an award, but we'll see if it's as good as it implies. This one looks a bit of a thicker caramel, I think you would say. Let's have a bit of a jab with the old... Yeah, it's definitely thicker. It's still liquidy, but it's definitely a bit more resistance here than the other caramels have had. Alright, yeah, okay. An interesting one, but quite a lot of caramel there. Yeah, alright. Well, definitely a lot of caramels in this one, I think it's fair to say. So far, at least. Let's lift up and give this one a taste. Yeah, a nice selection of this one, I must say, though. I mean, I know some of them have been a bit hit and miss, but I've generally quite liked the selection so far. I felt it sort of, I don't know. It feels like a nice selection. It looks nice. There's been Christmassy themed bits in, so far so good. All right, let's give this one a go. Let's give it a taste. Definitely, it definitely has a milk chocolatey taste to it. That one. I think it's from the topper really. That sort of bit at the top comes across as a bit sort of moussey, creamy. Would you like a taste of a mousse almost? Well, not the consistency, but the taste of it, like a chocolate mousse. I think that one definitely does hit the brief of coming across as like a milk chocolate. Really, it does really taste of just a milk chocolate. Even though it's got caramel in it, I don't think even that tastes of caramel really. It just comes across as a very sort of creamy milk chocolate really. Interesting. I'm not sure there's a great chocolate, because I think the problem with this one is that even though it's a bit clever in the way it's delivered of milk chocolate taste, at the end of the day it's still milk chocolate. So if you had like quite a milky milk chocolate from anywhere, it roughly tastes the same. So while it's quite a clever way of being a sort of like a vessel, if you want, for want of a better term, of sort of delivering a milk chocolate experience, I think for me, you could get that quite easily in a lot of other places. As I say, just around a chocolate mousse or a creamy milk chocolate from many companies do like a very milky milk chocolate. So I think it's a bit of a funny one for me. I think what I would say is that it's okay. I don't know whether it's it's not going to be really more than average. I don't think. I'm just wondering whether it's a 2.5 really, because I think I think in these selections they've got to be quite strong really to be quite they should be really strong flavours, and I don't think it particularly is. So it's either a 3 or 2.5. I think I'm going to err on the side of a 2.5 this time, because I think it's quite a mundane flavour, that one. I would definitely say it's probably a below average type of chocolate that you would expect in such a selection really. So a bit of a disappointing one, that one, but nonetheless not too bad. Yeah, okay. Let's see if I can wipe the plate again, but I can't. Struggle to do it with the getting all the bits up. Not too bad though. Alright, so I've got mulled wine now. So obviously an alcohol one this time. So it's one of those. Mulled wine it says there. Yeah, so not much. We've even got that. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so it's a bit of a funny one to look at. Got that sort of stripe along the top. That's quite nice. Okay, let's see what the actual description is. See, there's two like that here. Mulled wine. I guess warming, full-bodied, and beautifully spiced. The taste of Christmas without slaving over a hot stove. All right, so there's an alcohol on this one. Obviously, mulled wine is a Christmas thing. I'm not really an alcohol person, of course, as people who watch the channel will know. But we got to give it a go. As I say, I think it's a good one to have in the set as well, even if it's not your cup of tea generally. So yeah. Let's have a see though. Whether it'll be I reckon it'll probably be quite a strong alcohol taste, but we'll find out. Okay, let's have a see. All right. Okay, let's give this a measure. So the height, about 2.7. Yeah, and the width, about 2.7 again. Okay, it's not bad. Interesting. Yeah, not bad. Especially when you think the bottom one would stop it being perfect circle or sphere. Yeah. There you go, about 2.7 there as well. Yeah, so there we are. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Alright, let's have a see then. So we'll give it a bit of let's give it a bit of a cut then. So I think it's just, what did it actually say was in it? Yeah, it just says warming, full-bodied and beautifully spiced taste of Christmas. So I don't know what's actually in it, if it's just liquid, if it's just literally just wine in it, so I might have to be careful, we'll see. I assume it's going to be a caramel. Well, there you go, it's like a sort of, it smells very winey actually. It's like a sort of raspberry cream that they've done in, or raspberry sort of fondant or whatever they've done in some of the other ones. Interesting, that one. Yeah, looks interesting. As I say, but I had similar sort of looking ones. We might come to it in a bit actually, in the raspberry smoothie. But definitely smells quite alcoholic. It does have an alcohol smell to it. Let's lift myself up then. I think this one might be a bit too alcoholic for me, is the gist of it. But we'll find out. Obviously, I think no, it's a good good flavour for it though. I think it's a good flavour for the selection. But whether it's going to be my cup of tea. Right, let's have a look. Okay, so we've got that clumpy one here. So let's give it a taste. Wow. Yeah, very wow. Yes, very winey, this one. Yeah, it's got like a spice to it. It's like a sort of, you know, alcoholic taste, but it does have a bit of a spice. You know, like a, I don't know, clovey type spiciness to it or something. I'm not really sure, really. It's not for me, this one. It's just a bit too alcoholic for me, you know. But it does have a nice spice flavour to it, actually. So it's not just a sort of typical alcohol flavour. It's got something a bit Christmassy about it. You could argue there is a sort of warmth to it as well. Yeah. I don't know. It's not for me, basically. It's not for me. Yeah, so yeah, thanks Scotty, by the way. Yes, yeah. Yeah, I thought I'd just get it. Yeah, get it really. But thank you. Yeah, thanks for keeping it out though. Thank you. Yeah, bit of an odd one, this one. I don't know. For me, it's just a bit too alcoholic. It's a bit too sort of, you know, wine-like or whatever. I think, you know, obviously, if you like that kind of thing, I think it definitely hits the spot with as far as the warmth is concerned and having that sort of Christmassy. I don't know. Would you say cloves? I don't know. It feels like it should be cloves, but as in the spice. Yeah, it's a hard one for me to rate this one. I think for me, I don't know. I think for me, as far as I'm not a big fan of it, it's probably one I don't really like. It's probably 1.5 out of 5 for me. But I think just for the fact that, you know, I'm going to say because it's obviously a Christmassy flavour, and I think it does work quite well. Actually, it's quite distinct. I'm going to sort of review, you know, give it the value that I think it deserves based on, you know, what it's delivering rather than my opinion on the actual taste, because I think it's a bit unfair that. So I think it's a 3 out of 5, that one. Yeah, I think it's okay. I think it's all right. It's just all right, you know what I mean. I think as far as it goes, I don't think you'd really be blown away by it, even if you really liked sort of mulled wine or whatever. But you know, it's a hard one to judge, really. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Funny one, that one. Hard one for me to, as I say, to really sort of review that, because as I say, I'm just not a big fan of the actual subject matter itself. But as I say, I can appreciate it, and I think having that sort of spicy taste to it as well, that sort of winter spice, it was there, and I could appreciate it, you know. But I still don't think it would have blown my socks off, even if I was a big fan of it. Okay, so we've got the Simple Dark Bauble next. All right, yeah, Simple Dark Bauble. So, okay. Clearly dark chocolates in a sphere, I think you would say. There we go. So it is bigger than the, remember the Clementine ones, they're sort of a lot smaller, so you can see it is a bigger, it's not the same. Yeah, so, yeah. Okay, let's see what the actual description is. Assume dark chocolate is going to be mentioned. Simple Dark Bauble, the utter simplicity of our gloriously high cocoa yet super mellow 85% dark. Wow. Made into a whipped cream ganache. 85%, crikey. Okay, well, interesting one then. So it's going to be in a whipped cream ganache, it says as well. So let's go down. Okay, there we go. A bit of a chocolate bit left over there. Okay, so it's going to be the usual size. I think was it 2 centimeters in diameter and height? I think it looks a bit bigger than this one actually. 2.5. The height. Diameter about 2.7. There we go. Not too bad. Not too bad. Yes, there we are. So interesting one. Okay. I think we'll give it a bit of a. It looks quite nice actually, doesn't it? Well, a bit subdued really, but not too bad. Oh, good to see you back again, Joe. Yes, good to see you back. Yes, Scotty was just saying he's not a big fan of noisy places as well. I know what he means as well. Yes. Oh, and hi there, Joseph. How are you doing? Yeah, good to see you. Hope you're doing okay. Oh, great to see you. Yeah, just on the old festive Christmas Hotel Chocolat H box. Just want a bit of a cut. Okay, there we go. Oof, wow, look at that. So it's very rich, thick, dark chocolate sense, this one. Yeah, thick chocolate on the edge. Very much a dark chocolate one, this one. Look at that. Wowzer. Yeah, It smells quite rich as well. But yeah, very thick. You can see how thick that is as well. Yeah. Okay, well, let's give this one a taste. I think this one's going to be very much a dark chocolate lover's dream. This one. Not too. I am quite fond of dark chocolate. 85% though is quite strong, so we'll see. You know, but interesting one all the same. Let's have a look. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, let's give it a go. Yeah. Crikey. Wow. Very It's a very strong dark chocolate flavour in the middle, actually. So rather than being just a solid dark chocolate, they've obviously made it into a ganache or whatever, but it's still very, very, very rich. It's very strong, but I think it works quite well being a sort of ganache. It does take away from it being a bit too dry. It gives it a sort of, gives it a moistness basically because of that, just naturally from the ganache. That's just the red bit on top. A bit of a quite a nice. You don't really taste that red bit, but just because I had it separately, did taste a bit fruity actually, not too bad. So it is a bit distinct. That's not bad. That one, very much a dark chocolate one. That one, it's really rich. I think it works pretty well though by the fact that they made it into a ganache. Actually, I think it would be too rich otherwise. I think and a bit too dry. So it's quite clever. I don't think it's going to blow your socks off. I think still I would have preferred a weaker dark chocolate, and it was just a solid dark chocolate or something a bit clever about it. Yeah, so I think for me, probably 3.5 out of 5 that one. I think I appreciated it, but I think as clever as it is, again, I think I would have preferred it to be a bit more, just something a bit more interesting with just like a not quite a stronger dark chocolate really, basically like just with caramel or orange flavouring or something like that, you know. But nonetheless, it wasn't too bad. Not too bad. Yes, any resolutions, you say, Joe? Ooh, crikey, I've not really thought about that, actually. I think, well, I'd like to sort of continue on the channel and, you know, be a bit more consistent with it, I think, is something I'm definitely wanting to do. That's not really a very good one, as in, you know, anything too interesting. I think, I'm not too sure, really, to be honest with you. I think, I'd say just keeping on, yeah, being quite consistent, really. So that was a bit boring, I guess. But, yeah, I just wanted to say, get a bit more going with the channel, be a bit more ahead of myself. And, yeah, I think I definitely want to, you know, yeah, make sure I sort of, I don't know, yeah, I think I record more stuff in advance and get ahead of myself with it really, so I'm a bit more efficient with it. But generally, I'm not too sure. I do need to perhaps stop eating as much, but it's hard because it comes with the job really with this, doesn't it? Yeah. How about you? Any resolutions for yourself? Yeah. What about you, Scotty, as well? And anyone else who's here still? Yeah. Well, tell me about your resolutions. What you got planned? Difficult one, really. Difficult one. Okay, so what's the next one then? We got this one's a nice one, I think, for the advent calendar. Raspberry smoothie. So I've had this one before. Yeah, it was in our advent calendar that I've been opening, which you might have seen. Yes, there we go. Looks does look nice, this one actually. It's a nice size. I do like the look of this one. Let's zoom down a bit. Yeah, so I've kind of had this one before. I kind of know what to expect with this one, but we'll obviously still review it because what we're here for. Just to give a bit of a measure as well. But yeah, I reckon I know what I'm going to give this one. I think, but we'll see. About 2 centimeters in height. Diameter at the bottom, about 2.9. Diameter at the top, 2.5. Yeah. You see, more time goes by, the bigger you need to live on a farm. I know what you mean. I'd love to retire, to be honest with you. I really would, yeah, but long way off yet, I think. Oh dear. So you hope to do that one day, Joe, is it? Just yeah, literally, do you want to do that, or is that just metaphorically? There you can see this one here. I'll just reduce the colour a bit so you can see it a bit better. But yeah, glad everyone's doing all right. By the way, I know obviously Name was saying had a bit of a tough time of late, but I think generally though it sounds like everyone's doing okay. And of course, sometimes you know the difficult times are made worse because of the fact that we've had good times in the past. So we you know, yeah, makes them more difficult really. Loss of a loved one and things like this, but you know, just got to remember the good times. So there we go. It looks, I like that sort of raspberry colour. It's a very very subtle flavour, subtle colouring, I think. But I like that. I like it looks a bit more natural, you know, and it does come across pretty well. You can see that it's quite soft as well in this one here. You know, so quite liquidy. Yeah. All right, let's give this one a taste. I say I've had a couple of these in my advent calendar. If you've been watching that, you would have seen. I think, yeah, it was a good one. I think is the gist of it. But we'll obviously have to reacquaint myself tonight because you never know, it could be different. Okay, so give it a go. Let's give it a taste. Yeah, it's got a nice tart raspberry taste to it. It is quite tarty, you know what I mean? It does a bit zingy. I like it. It's quite distinct as well. I think it works pretty well with the chocolate. I think it's not overshadowed by anything else. I mean, it's not too bad, this one, you know. And I said the chocolate's it's there, but it's more about the sort of the raspberry flavour, and I think it's a nice one. I like this one, you know. I say again, not going to blow your socks off. It's quite one note. It's all about that sort of raspberry flavour, but it's a nice one. Quite zingy as well, as I say. I think there could be, they definitely, you know, could be something a bit more exciting about it, really. That there isn't, you know, just isn't there. But nonetheless, it's not too bad. I think for me, it's probably a 4 out of 5. That one, I think. Yeah, 4 out of 5. If anything, it's a 4.5. But I don't think that. I think that's too much. Yeah, I think it's a nice one. That one. I think it's just a nice zingy flavour. But as I say, it's a bit one note. It's just all about that raspberry flavour, but it's delivered well. And I quite like it. As a cream goes, I think that's a pretty good one. That one. And it's not just a truffle or a caramel or a praline, so which is appreciated as well. Yeah, so a good one. That one. Definitely a standout highlight for the set so far. You'd love to start learning another language. Guess I don't have that willpower anymore, though. Yeah, difficult, really. Difficult, yeah. Well, I know what you mean. I tried to start learning Spanish, and it's been off and on for years, really. Yeah, I'd like to do it properly, really, but you kind of hit a brick wall, really. It's difficult, but you do, you know, you already know 2 languages, Joe, if not 3, if you know Spanish as well. So you're doing pretty good. Go to bed earlier, yeah. Well, you know. Yeah, it's a difficult one, that one, though. I don't have enough time, really. That's the problem. You know, if I go to bed too early, you end up not doing as much, but then it's nice to get the sleep. And eating less peanut butter. Well, it's the peanut butter you make is pretty good for you, I think, by the sounds of it, so you shouldn't be too harsh on yourself with that. Oh, dear. Okay, right, so just, there's some clanking. I'm just wiping the plate. See rid of some of the chocolate from the previous one. Okay. Chocolate everywhere now. Getting chocolate all over the place. Alright, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, I could do just cutting down a bit. You know, I need to, just lose a bit of weight. It's just, you know, before it gets a bit too much. You know, but I do try. I don't eat much. It's just when I do my reviews, really. But there we go. Yeah. Okay. So what have we got next? We got oh, it's the milk reindeer now. So I think this might just be a solid block of chocolate. We'll see. Milk reindeer. And it's in the bottom right there. What does it say? Our solid reindeer is cast in mellow 40% milk, just the right balance of cocoa and cream. I've noticed that a lot of them are 40%, you know, milk. 40% milk. I'm sure there's another one as well. 40% milk. Maybe one more, but I'm not sure. The dark chocolate seems to vary a bit. There's 85% we've had, and 70% down here I've just noticed. But it does seem to be 40% milk, basically. But quite a big, reasonably big one, this one. Not very thick. But quite big. It looks nice. I like the detail on it. It's nice. Looks a bit like a dog rather than a reindeer, I think. But it does have antlers. But as I say, they are a bit second fiddle to the ears. I like the way it's got a scarf on it, though. It focuses in. Yeah, I don't think it's going to focus. Doesn't want to. It's got CH on the scarf as well, which is quite nice. I'll have to leave, make some dinner. Oh, Merry Christmas, Scotty. Have a great one. Enjoy your time with your family. Have a great, enjoy your holiday as well. Oh, and enjoy your dinner, of course, as well. Oh, thanks so much, Scotty, for your support as well. Great to see you again. Oh, take care. Yes, there we go. Nice image, this one. I think it looks pretty good. Oh, there you go. But it does look more like a dog, I think you'd say. I like the scarf, but it definitely looks like a dog, doesn't it? honestly. Yeah, I think only the antlers might give it away slightly, but they're very small. I think they could do being a bit bigger. But there we go, I don't know. Anyway, let's go down. So it's just going to be chocolate, this one. Nothing too special, but nice to have the something a bit more normal after all those sort of strongish flavours, I guess you'd say. Which is what I found is usually a good thing in these selections. Let's give it a measure on the height. So we'll do it from the middle to the middle, so it's not to the tip of the antlers and things. About 4.8, there we go. But then the tip of the feet to the antler, about 5.2. And the width, we'll do it in the body, 3.3. And anywhere else, maybe the width of the head, why not? Can? No. At 1.35. There we go. Is that right? Yeah. Of course, different places though. There we go. One of those. Oh, thank you so much, Nathan. Thank you so much. Glad you're enjoying them. Oh, yeah. Nice to see your comments as well. So thank you so much. Yeah. Good to be back doing them, of course, after the hiatus of the illness and things like this. All right, let's give it a bit of a snap then. You can see it's just pretty much bad there. Just, well, could have snapped it in a better place, I guess. But there we go. So just solid dark milk chocolate, 40%. Let's go and give it a taste. Lift myself up. I'm doing quite well through these actually. Got yeah, 4 more after this one. Not too bad. Yeah, okay. Let's give this one a go. Let's give it a taste. Quite a milky milk chocolate. It's okay. I think for me it's let's say a bit too milky. For me, I think it's quite, yeah. I don't know if it's say strong, I don't know if it's say creamy, but milky for sure. It's okay. It's nice to have the difference, something a bit different than all the others. But I would say it's probably not the best milk chocolate I've tasted. I'm sure it's free of all sorts of chemicals and palm oil and all sorts of things. But that's its actual base, the taste of it. It's not the best milk chocolate I've tasted. I prefer things like dairy milk or maybe even some like Lindt milk chocolates and things. I don't know. But I don't know. It's hard to say. But I feel like it is not quite as nice as just normal high street milk chocolates, basically mass-produced ones. But I'm sure the quality is better, you know. But the taste-wise, yeah, it's okay. It's not too bad. I don't know if it's a 2.5 or 3. I feel like maybe it's a 2.5 because it's just a bit below a regular sort of milk chocolate, you know, Ritter Sport or something. I feel like that's a bit more of a creamy one, Ritter Sport, but I don't know. Not just sure whether I'd prefer Ritter Sport or not. Don't know, Ritter Sport's sometimes a bit too creamy for me. So this one's kind of like a bit of a fine line between not being overly creamy, but just, I'd say, a bit more milky. But not the best. But as I say, it sounds like I'm being a bit harsh there, 2.5. But of course, you know, if you just taste of milk chocolate, you know, it's not going to be higher than a 3 out of 5 because the average sort of chocolate taste is a 3 out of 5. Just the average taste, you know, average rating. But because it's not quite as good as other milk chocolates I've had, like Cadbury's Dairy Milk and, you know, perhaps, as I say, Galaxy, perhaps even Milka as well, as I say, and maybe even Lindt and things like this. You know, Lindt sometimes a bit too creamy for me. I can't give it a 3 because it's, you know, you could say the bar is sort of there, isn't it? Really, so that's why it's below a 3 basically. You know, let's say a normal chocolate is a 3 out of 5, and this one wasn't quite as good as those ones. So yeah, but still okay. Nice to have it. It's a good palate cleanser for the set, I think, is the gist of it. But yeah, nothing too groundbreaking there. Not the best milk chocolate. But quite an easy one to review, that one. Okay, right, so what have we got next? We got solid something or other. Here it is. Solid Espresso Martini. So I think I've had this one in the advent calendar I've done as well. There it is in the top right. What does it say? Edgy, edgy, not too sweet salted camel cocoa vodka harmonizes perfectly with punchy ground coffee. Okay, cocoa vodka it says. All right, not something I would normally have been driven to. All these, you know, I think I would have preferred if it was just an espresso or a coffee without any alcohol in it. But as I say, that's because I'm not a big alcohol fan really generally. But you can see here, it looks quite nice, very similar to the other one, the mulled wine one. It's good that the alcohol ones are sort of similar shape, I guess. The design. I don't really like that design too much. I feel like it's just a bit haphazard. I don't know. I don't like the way it doesn't continue onto the bottom. Just just seems a bit, I don't know. It's like when you, it's like on the sort of like the chocolates, the way sort of like they don't go extend to the back, the design. I feel like that's sort of a bit like that, but on the front of it, it's because the colour doesn't extend onto the bottom hemisphere. Yeah, interesting one. Okay, let's zoom down a bit. Yes. Right, so an interesting one, this one. As I say, I feel I would have definitely been a bit more excited about it if it didn't have the alcohol in it. But there we go. Let's give it a bit of a measure then. So I think it was 2.5 last time we did this. I thought it was 2 last time, but I think it was 2.5. No, 2.6. 2.59, almost right. About 2.7, so surely one had the same diameter as the height, but anyway, only a millimetre out. Okay, let's give it a bit of a chop then. So it does have a stand, so you can stand it up. What did it say it was? Was it truffle or something? Caramel again. Salted caramel, yeah, so there we go. Not too sweet salted caramels. It says salted caramel again, basically. So there are definitely a lot of caramels in this set. Ooh. Goodness me. Well, that collapsed. Not really a salted caramel either, I wouldn't have said. It looks, crikey, more ganache. So yeah. Definitely quite ganache like that one. It's just collapsed on the on the pieces there. All right, yeah. Okay, we can see that's what it looks like. It's got to say quite a solid ganache, but it does label it as salted caramel. Salted caramel cocoa vodka harmonizes perfectly with crunchy, punchy ground coffee. Salted caramel cocoa vodka. Okay. Well, there you go. That's what it is. So it's basically like a bit of a strong ganache in there. And this was almost popping out before. You can see there, coming out of the hole there. Does seem to have a bit of a coffee-like consistency too, doesn't it? A bit of a powdery consistency. Okay. All right, let's give this one a go then. Ganache all over me. Let's lift myself up. So I think this one for me, I feel like it's going to be the problem with it's going to be the alcohol again. I think if it didn't have that, I think for me it would have been, a good one. I just think the alcohol one, I don't know, I just found the taste of alcohol kind of like it's such a, I don't know, it has a very similar taste in all the chocolates really. It doesn't quite stand out as anything. It just gives it that sort of harsh taste, if you know what I mean. But all right, let's give this one a go then. Let's give it a go. A bit of the cocoa taste. But yeah, it's definitely overshadowed by all this that sort of sharp alcohol taste. So if you like that, then fine. But for me, it's sort of, it's just, I think I just prefer it without it there, basically. But it does have that sort of warm alcohol sort of filling, basically, or flavour. Get a bit of a sort of like a coffee taste. It says salted caramel. I don't really get any salt. It says, salted caramel. I don't get any of that at all. I just get like a ganache. It's got a slight coffee taste. It says not too sweet salted caramel, but anyway, I don't get any of salted caramel at all, really. Yeah, I get the sort of you get like an alcohol taste. It might be vodka, it might not be. I don't know. It just tastes of a typical alcohol taste to me. Yeah, it's all right. This one, I think again, it's one of those. I think I'm going to give this one a rating based on what I believe it to be rather than my own rating. I think for me, my own one is because of the alcohol. It's probably a 2 out of 5 for me. But I reckon if you actually like this kind of thing, I think it's pretty good. I think it's nice that it's got the sort of like ganache in there. It does taste a bit coffee-like. I think it's a good combination to have, like a bit of a coffee-alcohol combination. I think it doesn't taste anything like salted caramel though. There's no salted caramel at all. So I think for me though, it's pretty good, basically. As I say, I think I would rate it a 2 out of 5 because it's just not really for me with the alcohol. But if you're an alcohol fan, I think the combinations are quite nice and the texture's pretty good, that sort of chocolate ganache as well. So I think I would say a 4 out of 5 for that one. But it's not really for me, that one, basically. For me, it's not a 4 out of 5, as I say. But I can appreciate it. But yeah, it's not really for me. Just cleaning the place up. Got loads of ganache everywhere then, so perhaps need a new cloth really soon, I think. Okay, I'm just going to move this bits out onto the bowl. Okay, there we go. All right. There we go. Okay. Right, back with you. All right, so we've not doing too bad now. I've got the other Supernova one here. Next, I believe. Honey and Cashew Supernova. Yeah, possibly one for Jow, this one. I know he likes his nuts. So it's definitely up his street, I think. All right. It's got to go, Nathan. Oh, good to see you, Nathan. I'm glad you could make it. I have to go now. Really enjoy the stream and have a great Christmas and New Year. Leave a comment tomorrow. Oh, thank you so much, Nathan. Yeah, you have a great one as well. Have a great New Year and a great Christmas. Great to see you. I'm glad you were able to make it today. Have a good time and a lovely time with your family, whatever you get up to as well. Have a good one. Yeah, take care. Right, yes. Yeah. Right. Let's have a look then. So what's the actual description then of this one? Honey and Cashew Supernova leads the way. Honey in our smooth cashew-rich praline sealed in dark. Okay. There's another praline one really, so let's zoom down a bit. Yeah, please like the stream, by the way, if you're enjoying this. It really helps out the channel so much, so thank you. Yes, I was just thinking of Jow then. I'm sure he normally says it before me, but I managed to remember this time. Let's have a look. Okay. All right, so yeah, so only a couple more to do after this. Not too bad. All right. So I don't want the Supernovas, as I say, so we'll give it a measure. Okay. About 4.5 roughly in height, I think. And the width at the side, at 3.7. In height, it's a bit of a domed one, this one, at 1.6. You see it's not flat. Okay, let's give it a cut then. Yeah, so Honey and Cashew Supernova. It should be a sweet one, this one. Got Ganache centre. Right, so it doesn't look to be, maybe some small bits of cashew, maybe. I think you can see a couple of light dots in there if it focuses in a bit better. Yeah, especially in the bottom one, you can see these little white dots. Maybe bits of cashew. Yeah. Okay, it's definitely not massive bits anyway. I really want to focus in very well. Trying to get it to do it, but it doesn't want to. There we go. Yes, there's definitely some bits of something in there, but yeah. Okay, let's give it a taste. Lift myself up. So I need two more. So I'm quite looking forward to this this macaroon or macaron, however you want to say it. Next one looks very interesting. Definitely stands out in appearance wise, I would have said. Which is the next one. Okay. Let's give this one a taste then. Honey cashew. Right. Supernova. Let's give it a go. Dark chocolate. Not bad. If you taste the honey there, it's subtle honey, but it's quite subtle sweetness that works with the dark chocolate. So you, it's a bit like a battle going on, basically. You know, for one to not really mean to sound too pretentious, but it is a bit really. You've got like a sweetness and a dark, rich chocolate fighting each other. It's an interesting one. Not sure it works too well, but it's not bad. It's interesting. I feel like the cashew, I can't really taste any cashews really. I'm sure if it wasn't there I might be able to tell the difference, but it's mainly just a praline. I didn't get any bits of cashew either. I didn't get any crunch or anything like that. So it's alright. I think, I don't know, I feel like this one's alright. I don't feel like it really delivered on much. You get like a bit of a dark chocolate taste, but I don't feel, maybe a slight nuttiness somewhere. Yeah, maybe it's coming to the forefront a bit now, just after, you know, a slight nuttiness, a slight cashew taste. I said there's a slight honey taste, there's a bit of a rich taste. It's kind of like, it's just bits and pieces really, but none of them really stand out. They don't work amazingly well together, they kind of conflict a bit. I don't know. It's just a weird one, that one. It's just slight hints of flavours there, and I'm not too sure they work too well together. It's okay. I just feel like there's not really much to say. It's just like, as I said, it doesn't really stand out in any way. Perhaps the dark chocolate is the one bit that stands out the most, but it's only slightly. Yeah, so, you know, it does, well, I guess that does stand out in a slight way then, I guess. Yeah, I don't know, I think it's a very average one, that one. I think it's a 3 out of 5. I don't think it really, if you read it saying honey and cashew and things, you'd expect it to be a bit more, have a bit more some substance about it, a bit more of an oomph, you know, with these, you know, exotic fillings, but none of them really, you know, you don't really taste much honey. You don't really taste the cashew either. You just really get like a bit of a dark chocolate. It's just a typical truffle one. So a bit disappointing, that one, really. A bit disappointing, yeah. Okay, I'll just wipe the knife again. Give it the crumbs. Chocolate everywhere. It's unbelievable, really. Luckily, the chocolate's gone everywhere. It's not too liquidy, so I can get rid of it quite easy. Okay, right. So only two more then. So I think we'll do the 70% spruce first, because I think that one's a bit more. In fact, no, we'll do that last. We'll do that last because it's quite Christmassy. We'll do this macaroon or macaron, which I do think looks pretty good actually. I think that looks pretty nice, that one. It does look very creamy though. The chocolate. What does it say? Let's have a look. Looks like two buttons actually, doesn't it? Chocolate buttons. Caramel cheesecake macaron. Tangy mascarpone white whip between two salted caramel chocolate discs. Yeah, so there we go. So it is, you can tell it's quite caramel-like, I guess. I thought it was just very milky, but you can tell that. So give it a measure. I don't know if I'll move down for this one because I feel like I don't need to really. I feel like I could just can already see what it's like and things. So we'll just do the width here. Try to be a bit careful with it. It's quite soft. About 3.36, 3.5. The gist of it. Can't really tell, but I'll take my word for it there. And height, about 1.6. Yeah, just try to get that width again if I can. It's just hard because it's on the other side, basically. Yeah, I can't really do it without. It's just difficult to do it and show it at the same time. There we go. Maybe that's about right. Yeah, 3.35. It's a 3.36 before. Okay. It's quite a thick mascarpone. I would always make, if you ever make cheesecake, I would always use mascarpone rather than Philadelphia or something like that. Let's give it a bit of a twist. Just twist off. I do feel like this is really just two chocolate buttons, basically. It's not breaking off either. Yeah, I was expecting it to. So, all right, let's. I might give it a bit of a chop then. Yes, it's quite thick actually. That sort of. It looked like it was quite creamy. It's actually quite sort of thick. A little bit. At least the chocolate is, but there we go. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's give this one a taste. See what it's like. Not bad, you know, this one. Okay. Not bad. I feel like a little slight crystally crunchy bits inside the cheesecake, and it's quite nice. A bit of a tangy flavour to it. It's quite tangy. I feel like it could perhaps have a bit more flavour to it. I mean, you're just getting sort of like a, you know, a general caramelness to it, but it's not really overly caramel-like. It's just, you know, yeah, if you know what I mean. It's just sort of quite sweet, I guess. It's okay. I feel like it could have a better flavour, basically, rather than just caramel. I feel like it's just not really, it doesn't really taste that caramel-like. It just tastes of something. It's all right. But I feel like the actual, you know, the actual chocolate itself was quite a nice consistency, a quite nice taste, just nice tanginess to the mascarpone cheese part of it. It's just a shame the flavours is just caramel and it doesn't really stand out that much. There's no real, there's nothing really about that caramel flavour to it. You know what I mean? It doesn't really particularly strike it as being overly caramel-like. It's just noticeably relatively sweet. That's about it. So I think it's a bit. I don't know, it's a shame, that one. I feel like that one could have been really good had they used a different flavour. You know, like blueberry or raspberry or strawberry or lemon or orange or anything relatively interesting. But instead they've gone with caramel, and not really, doesn't even have any caramel in there really as such. You know, there's no runniness or anything. Yeah, so a bit of a difficult one, that one. I think for me, it's a shame. I think I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt, just to give it a slight higher mark because of the fact that it was quite nice in and of itself. But yeah, but it should have been better than this. 3.5 out of 5. That one. It should have been a 4.5. I think that one. We've had a decent flavour to it. Yes. Oh, I heard that in the man. Yeah, good to see you. Yes. Happy Christmas. Yeah, I hope you're having a good one. Yeah, still a couple of days to go, of course, but even so, it's still that period of time, so I hope you're enjoying it. Yeah. All right, well, the last one now then. It's the, yeah, what is it? The 70% Spruce. So just dark chocolate, I think. Sleek, simple Spruce, 70% dark, cocoa rich, no tinsel necessary. Yes, there we go. It's an interesting looking one, so let's grab it out here. There we go, it looks okay. So that's quite nice. I think it's a shame that it's it's flat. It'd be nice if it was, you know, a proper full-size Spruce, you know, sort of wasn't flat on one side. I know the reasons why they don't do that in this and the other, but I think it would have really looked pretty good if they'd done it with this one. It's quite a thick one anyway, but clearly just 70% dark chocolate. Nothing else going on about it really. Let's give it a bit of a measure. I don't think there's much point zooming down for it. Let's just give it a bit of a measure up here. So do the height. Okay. So this is the last one, by the way. Yeah, done quite well really. 5.32. Yeah, and the width at the some part. Yeah, about 3.2 I think it was, but this is the only problem I think with not zooming down actually, it's just doing these widths. Yeah, so that's obviously, so I'll tell you what I'll do it like this. There you go, so you can see that 0. Okay. Quite hard to. Yeah. 3.31, so pretty much what it was before. Yeah, and then we did the height, didn't we? But we'll do it again just in case. 5.3 pretty much. And the width in the middle. 2.57, 2.6. Width at the top. The little sticky out bits. 1.8. So there we go, yeah. And the height of it. Height's pretty consistent all the way through. We'll do it at the top and at the bottom. At 1.6. In the middle at 1.5. At the very top, 1.3. Yeah, so let's give it a bit of a snap. We can. There you go. We can clearly see it's just solid chocolate. Okay, let's give it a taste. Yeah, last one, as I say. Hopefully it's a good one. 70% dark chocolate. So I think for me, normally, I think 50, anything below 60, anything above 60 really, I think for me is a bit too much. You know, but there we go. So we'll see. So it might be too much for me. Oh, hi there, Rick. Just stopping by. Merry Christmas. Oh, Merry Christmas to you too, Rick. Hope you have a lovely time. Oh, thanks for dropping by. Yeah, really good to see you, by the way. It's been a while. Hope you're doing okay and have a great Christmas. Oh, thank you so much for dropping by. Good to see. We'll do that Canadian one, hopefully. The Canadian special after Christmas. Fingers crossed. In the new year. Okay, let's give us a taste. Yeah, it's quite a dry, rich, dark chocolate. It's what you'd expect, basically. It's still over the cusp of what I like as a dark chocolate. I think, as I say, anything above 60% is a bit too dry for me. Yeah, got to go. The work is calling. Yeah, don't worry, Rick. Don't worry. Good to see you. Thanks for dropping by. I understand. It's no problem at all. But thanks for dropping by. Really great to see you. Have a great Christmas. I wish you all the best for you and your family as well. Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, I think this one for me, it's okay, this one, but it's just too rich. You know, it's too rich a dark chocolate for me. Obviously, if you really like sort of rich dark chocolates, you know, I'd say I think 50, 55 is probably the max for me generally, but I would say maybe up to your end of that, maybe just below 60. But yeah, it's too much for me. So I think for me, probably, yeah, it's probably 2.5 or 3. I'm gonna say a 2.5 thing out of 5. I think, you know, just would prefer a bit of a less strong dark chocolate, you know what I mean? So there we go. It's one of those. Yeah, not too bad though, all the same. Not too bad. Oh, interesting picture there. Yes, ASMR. Thank you so much. Yes, only trust my taste in chocolate, no one else's. Well, that's really nice of you to say. Thank you so much. Oh dear. Oh, trust in smoking paper says it's inactive. Oh, that's strange. I'll have to sort that out. Yeah, thanks for thanks for that, Rick. I don't know why it said that. I'll have to look into that. Oh, well, thank you. I'll basically, oh, thank you so much for your support, by the way. It's really, really appreciated. You didn't have to do that. But I will look into that because I need to sort it out either way. Wonder why it's inactive. That's a bit strange. But thanks so much, Rick. Anyway, I'll sort that out. I don't feel obliged to do it again, by the way. But I'll try and sort it out tonight. So, if you want to try again later tomorrow or something. But I'll say thank you so much. The thought's very nice of it, so thank you. Yeah, and see you on the next review. Take care, Rick. Oh, thank you so much again. That's really nice of you to do that. Thank you. Yes, let me see. So I think interesting one, this one. I think what I would say is it's just a nice chocolate, but it's nothing too extravagant. But it's nice to have it. It's interesting. But yeah, I would have just preferred a less strong, less rich dark chocolate myself. As for the whole set then, it's not too bad. I think what I quite like about it is it's quite colourful, it's quite nice, it's got a lot of distinct chocolates and there's a lot of nice flavours there. It does suffer from perhaps having too many mundane ones really, which is still not unpleasant or anything, but there's lots of caramels there that didn't really taste so much. There's a couple that sort of, the treacle tart was a bit disappointing. I thought that was a bit weak really. The Christmas mess was okay. I mean, it looked really nice, but it was a bit... it just had cinnamon in it, which overshadowed the sort of the raspberry tartness and things. The caramel cheesecake one was a nice one, but it just didn't really taste of anything. It had a nice consistency, but needed more of a taste. And I think that was kind of the main thing with a lot of it. Like the honey and cashew one didn't really have a strong taste. Honey or cashew. The raspberry smoothie was a highlight, I think. That really did taste very distinctly of raspberry. So there's a lot of caramel ones to start with. The caramel and the alcohol ones, again, not really my cup of tea, but I think hit the spot, really. There's a simple dark Bauble. There's another dark one there with high 85%, which is very rich, actually, but it worked well because it had a Ganache. I think the penguin one, right at the start, was one of the nicest ones. Yeah. I think it's okay selection. I think it's quite nice. The fact you got so much different variety. You got lots of, as I say, interesting chocolates. I quite like that. I thought it was quite a nice selection, basically. I don't think... Yeah, I feel like the chocolates themselves, there was lots of quite mundane ones. I think some of them were quite misses. The Clementine one was interesting, but I feel like it just would have been better if it was just chocolate, orange-flavoured chocolate rather than a orange-flavoured caramel. Let's say again another caramel, So lots of caramels in this. And as I say, a lot of them were just, nothing too special. Yeah. I think the milk one, again, the ultimate milk one was interesting, but again, just tasted like a milk chocolate, really, nothing too extravagant. So, hard one to say, this one. I think it looks nice. I think it's a nice selection. I think it's got lots of variety. There's only 2 of the Clementines in there because they're smaller ones. Everything else only individually appears, which I think is interesting. I think the theme's quite nice. It's got the Spruce, the reindeer, the penguin, although the reindeer does look like a dog. I think the stars look good as well. It's got a lot. It really does thematically look good. I mean, that's part of it, of course, because this will probably be a gift for most people. I don't think they'll generally buy it for themselves, but so it's a gift. It works pretty well. I think chocolate-wise, it's a bit mundane. I think for me, it's probably... I think if I was rating it normally without the fact that the gift sort of aspect of it, I think it'd probably be a 2.5 out of 5. But I think the fact it's a nice gift, I think, with a variety of chocolates that's really on point with its theme. I think for me, it's a 3.5 out of 5 overall. Could be sounding a bit harsh there, but I think, as I say, the chocolates just aren't strong enough in a lot of cases. But, yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad, actually. But the chocolates, I think if I rate it without the theme, without the sort of gift idea of it, or just, for either for yourself or for other people, I think it would be a 2.5 out of 5. I think most of the chocolates are quite below average, really, or, nothing too special. Might be a 3 at most, but I would have said a 2.5, I think. But I think the fact it's, like with all chocolate selections, they are generally gifts. I think it works pretty well as a Christmas gift. It's not too bad. Yeah, not too bad at all. So 3.5 out of 5 overall, that one for me. So yeah, interesting. Nice that it's a bit different as well. Got, as if 14 different kinds of chocolates, 15 in total. But yeah, it's unusual photo chocolate. So not great to share because you can't really share them. That's the other problem with it. But I think by its nature, this one isn't meant to be a sharing one as such. Although would argue that it should be, really. So I don't know, maybe you could take half a mark off it for that, but I don't think I will because I feel like it's intentional in this case. All right, Andrew, yes, a bit late to this one. Good to see you, though. No, yes, well, obviously can't do a Saturday one this week, but I wanted to do a Christmas one before Christmas, so I thought it'd be a nice one to do. So great to see you, by the way. Hope you're doing well, and hope you have a lovely Christmas, by the way. I'll say about to sign off now, I guess, yeah. But it was good to see you just before the end, though. Hope you're doing okay, Andrew. Really is good to see you, and hope you have a lovely Christmas. So yeah, 3.5 out of 5 that one. But yeah, I hope everyone is okay. As I say, thanks for all your support, everyone. Really nice to see you all. And great to see you, as I say, Andrew. Mick, of course, popped in before. Nathan, Nemanja, of course, yeah, say Jow, Scotty, if he's still about, of course. Alan from before as well. Name, Divinus. Well done again, Divinus, on passing your med, your med school. Really good. Scotty, of course. And everyone else is there who just is in the background. Really, really massively appreciated. So thank you so, so much. And there we go. Bring back fries 5 cents in 2022. Fingers crossed, Andrew. Fingers crossed. You never know. It might happen. Miracles can happen. We thought it would have happened by now, but you never know. There's always a chance. Oh, dear. But yeah. No, thanks everyone so much for your support. Have a great Christmas, everyone. Or if you don't celebrate, have a great time with your family, or whatever you get up to. I hope you have a lovely time. Thank you so much again for all your support for the past year or years. Massively appreciated. And here's to another, 2022, I guess, basically. I'll probably see you before then, of course, but do the spiel. Because always, as I say, I don't want to not do it just in case I don't see you. So yeah, have a great time, great New Year as well. If I don't see you before then, enjoy your Christmas or whatever you do. If you don't celebrate Christmas, enjoy your time with your family or your friends or whatever. Have a great time, enjoy it, and thanks again, as I say, for all your support. And as I say, I'm looking forward to 2022, really, and hopefully 2,000 subscribers. So interesting. You never know, we might get another member as well. Fingers crossed. Hopefully one day we'll get to 10. So you're still stuck on 7, but I really appreciate the people who are members, of course. But you never know, we might get to 10 and do that special Domino's pizza. Might do it. All right, take care, everyone. See you, Andrew. Sorry you've not stayed for too long, but one of those. Well, just finished basically. But great to see you all the same. So thank you so much. Take care, everyone. See you soon. And thanks for putting up my cough. Bye for now. See ya.